Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and this is my last live of 2021. Okay, I wanted to come and discuss some of the foolish reality shows that we watch all year. That I was like, I forgot some of this stuff even went on earlier because it has been a long year. Okay, so first things first, y'all know I want to thank y'all who are watching live, who will come in later, who will watch later. Thank you all for this. You know what I'm saying? Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and dot. Okay, y'all know the link to subscribe to my other channel is always in the description box below. Do not forget to do all of these things right here. Okay, y'all see what it say. Do all of these things now. Okay, again, this is the last live of the year. So make sure to like the video. Make sure to comment because this is a conversation. If you are here watching, you're supposed to talk to me because I am talking to you. Okay? Share the video, relax, relate, and release. Center yourself and everyone around you and always inhale and exhale because it's the thing to do. Okay? Y'all know to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, okay, on IG, on Twitter, on TikTok the top, okay, on CashApp, all those things, and like the video and subscribe to the channel. But yes, I am here. Okay, again, I'm like the last live of 2021. Okay, no. Okay, but hi to everyone who is popping in. Am I actually second? Yes. I think Stevie C was first. Okay. What up, y'all? Hello. Okay. Yes, hit the like button around here, okay? Hi everyone. Yes, a happy new year. Hi to everyone. Hey. Now we all know take you to some time to let folks know that we be live. So again, the first, 5 to 10 is a bit of conversation about what's going on here, what's going on there, what's going on everywhere. Okay. Now I want to be sure that everyone knows, okay, to wait, is this thing? I'm trying to be sure I'm clicking the right buttons and stuff because I clicked the wrong one and the wrong thing happened. And I want to be sure that stuff is right. But again, let's see. Hey, he's gone from work, chilling. Look, I am happy to be off work still. Not back until Tuesday. Which I'm here a little bit earlier for a live and usually have myself at night. Okay. I still have to watch 2 more episodes of 90 Day Fiance. Okay, they still do that. And then also I might do a gossip chat. That won't be live though. A gossip chat would definitely be, a re-record thing. But I hope all y'all has had a good day. Okay, I hope all of y'all is either off work, on your way home from work, okay, or already at home because work is over. Okay, hello, hey, to everyone in the chats. Okay, so look, I had to go back through all my videos to see what shows was I reviewing early in the season. It was shows I forgot that I had watched. It was ones I forgot. I even had went back and see some of my old gossip chats. It was stuff I forgot in my 2021 video. I'm like, I forgot, that this happened and that happened and so broke up and this. It was so much, just seemed too much. Okay, Shannon, I miss you too. You should come back to work, girl. Hell no. Hell no. Had thank you. Okay, look, it has been a long year. It has been a trying year. Okay, and things are not over yet. It has been just, but we all have made it. Okay, at least the eve of the New Year's Eve. Okay, because we still got a whole, day, like 2 days left until 2022. And I'm like, look, I'm just praying that 2020 is this better. Okay, is this better? Anyway, but just going back through my old videos, I'm like, I did a whole lot this year. I watched a lot of shows. I did a lot of reviews. Okay. I was like, I'm happy and proud to be doing my last live of 2021. Okay. My first live of the year probably would be on the second. I do not think I'm going live on New Year's Day because that's on what, a Saturday. I might. I don't know. Look, if some things happen and a Gaza chat is needed, I may come live on New Year's Day just to start 2022 off being productive. Okay, being productive. I was supposed to go live yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think so. And I said, I don't feel like it. So I'm trying to get back to the spirit of having to do videos every day because I can't forever be on a vacation. Okay. Now it's been about 8 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get started with my shows that I can recall for this year being shocking for one reason or the other. Okay. So again, the first show I want to say that I forgot even was on earlier this year was The Housewives of Atlanta season 13, okay, where it all started, okay? A lot happened on season 13 between, Bolo crap, Drew and Latoya, Kenya being the worst trip host ever, okay? Portia versus Marlo when Marlo got back to school with Kenya, okay? Marlo and Kenya going at Portia because someone banged a stripper, i.e., Portia, and how Candy was basically confirming how someone banged the stripper and it was Portia. Okay, and then even how Tanya left the show during the season. I was like, I have completely forgot. Okay, that Tanya was even a member on the show and how she left in the middle of the season based on not wanting to be involved in the who had a threesome with the stripper at the bachelorette party up there in South Carolina. I thought, oh Lord, okay. Right, that Bolo scandal was the highlight of the year. And this is the thing, the Bolo scandal kind of came out before the season premiered. So we were watching and waiting for that moment, and that took over the whole season. The what? The whole season. And I don't think we even cared that Portia, who was single, banged stripper, but so much happened from that trip. Her banging a stripper, her and Dennis breaking up. Okay, us seeing Fallon and Simon on that trip. Even Candy kind of being a snitch. Okay, saying behind the scenes that Portia did fuck a stripper. Even seeing Marlo and Kenya become friends, even though now they back beefed out. Because again, everybody want to be friends when it's convenient. Okay, when it's convenient to them to be friendly. So even the reunion going down, and I think Kenya mentioned that Portia was supposedly dating some African, which we then found out was Simon. Okay, so this season of the Housewives of Atlanta, which also gave us newcomer Drew and newcomer Latoya. Okay, we did not like Latoya; she was real messy. Okay, not saying that Drew wasn't messy. Drew first season to me was she was doing too much and not enough at the same time, and it's like she was doing too much when it wasn't needed, and then not enough when she should have done more. But we know that she got a second season, even though Latoya did not. And them going back and forth, the whole Christmas episode where she gave a fake gag gift and did not really spend $1,000. Okay, it was a crazy season. Okay, it was a completely crazy season. Yeah, Candy was trending because her outfit, honey. She went burlesque, and the rest of them went not burlesque. Even how great Kenya looked at them. They all look great to me. I didn't mind Candy look. It just did not match the other ladies' looks. Okay, but I do feel like even though the show was a lot of back and forth BS, it still was a juicy show. Even Cynthia getting married in the pandemic with all them people. Okay, we forget how trending of a topic the season was, and this was all in the beginning of the year. Okay, this started off the year. Now I want to get on to my second show. Okay, which was where is my graphic? Gonna take off them folk right there because I don't want to get confused. Okay, we had Married to Medicine. Okay, Married to Medicine season 8. Went on earlier this year too. Now to me, this season was mainly about Contessa and Scott being miserable in their marriage and dragging us along with them because it was a lot of back and forth. Is Scott to blame? Is Contessa to blame? Are they both to blame? Who do we hate more? I would like both of them. A and B. one and two, husband and wife, mainly because Contessa and Scott were unhappy and just refused to leave each other. Okay, even when Scott was up there lying, saying he had a whole female like life coach that he found online who did not pay, and then later on at the reunion said he was lying. I'm like, Scott, you've been lying all season. But again, Contessa, who just wouldn't leave him. And the weird part was after the reunion aired, I feel like they both were still together. Okay, again, playing with us all season because they had nothing left. I still fully blame them both because Contessa would complain about Scott and would never leave, and Scott would complain about Contessa and he won't leave either. So don't be putting me in your bullshit. And I feel like they tried to pull the cast and the crew and the fans, on one side or the other, but both were just playing the game. They were playing tic tac toe, playing Connect Four, playing with everyone's emotions. I was very aggravated having to just each episode figure out, wait, they both doing the same shit again. It made me mad. Now Toya, okay, was also unhappy this season. Okay, and tried to bring us into her bullshit. Say how her attitude or whatever, and how her, because she would blow up and be just a bitch. Toya was a bitch most of the time. Hold on, y'all, this DJ calling. And y'all know when the nephew calls, I have to answer. Hey, you driving?
I was.
Oh, I'm on last. I'm gonna call you back, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, I love you.
Later, bye.
Nephew comes first. But again, Toya, who was miserable, okay, and was trying to up and blame everybody else for the reason she was being a complete bitch. Okay, my thing was, look, you can't blame. Eugene's a doctor. He's definitely dealing with. They all were doctors, and then one or the other having to deal with COVID patients. So again, Toya aggravated me with her BS. Toya was just unhappy because she had nothing else going on in life. That was her meanness. And then her and Quad kept fussing about Quad's little ass apartment and Quad saying that Toya had to beg, borrow, and steal to get that house. Again, it was a messy season. Okay. Yes, he is so grown. He's driving like, no. But yes, he's so grown now. Um, yeah, they were exhausting. They were completely exhausting the whole season. And I feel like next season it's gonna be more of they either gonna be happy now or gonna play it up like they may be separated. Okay. And I'm like, get out my damn face. Um some designers just do too much for evening gowns. It's like they can't make up their minds. It's three dresses in one. I can see that too. Dr. Simone was ready for the pew, for the pew, and got this wrong. Dr. Heavenly was best. Dr. Heavenly did look great on the reunion. To me too. I'm sorry, Dr. Simone looked like she was going to eighth grade prom. Lord Jesus, poor people. Anila was a newcomer. I felt like Anila had a great season as a newcomer. She was a little bit involved in the mess, had her own mess going on too. So it was a great first season for her. And she did not mind being involved in the bullshit of it all. Now we know she's gonna be back for the next season. So I'm happy about that. We had, not Quad, Jackie and Simone still kind of at odds, as it is. So we will see what happens next season. We have not gotten much dirt or any what's going. There's no secrets being out about the new season of Made Medicine. But I'm ready for it. I just do look. I need Simone to do something else. I need Jackie to do some. I just need the people to be on here to give more and not be more of the same old, same old. Now, another thing show from the season I thought was great was the Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, mainly because a lot more people a lot more people tune in this season, basically based on Erica Jane's, legal issues, like her and time or whatever. And most folks tune in to see what she gonna lie about this time. Okay, what stories is she gonna tell? Is she gonna be honest and say I knew all along and I just left him because I knew he was being caught? All season it was Erica and her foolishness, okay, her fake tears, and all of just the angriness of My neighbor's upstairs stomping his fucking feet, and I promise y'all, it takes it takes everything in me to not go up there, because if I do, I'm going to swing on him, and I can just see it happening. I don't know if y'all can hear the stomping, but when I say it's really a concern of mine to not go up there and just swing and just go at it. As I was fucking saying, Erica Jane in her foolishness, okay? The lie she told that everyone except Sutton and Garcelle believed. Thank you. So y'all can hear it. Oh, God. Okay. Anyway, but everyone believed Erica's bullshit. Okay, but we know Sutton did not, and neither did Garcelle. I almost feel like Crystal didn't either, but Crystal was trying to stay on the white folks side. She didn't want to cross over to Garcelle's side. I think Sutton almost wants to be a black person or whatever. But it's fine, fine, fine. But okay, we do know for next season they are all back. They're all back. There's also, Cherie will be added, who was Will Smith's ex-wife. Okay, so I do hope that someone checks Erica and these other white women for their bullshit. Okay, including Doritos ass, and then I can't stand Lisa Renna. I need someone to go ahead and check Renna's ass, check Dorit's ass, and then make them go sit down some damn where. Okay, but other than that, whatever. The irony in this picture, the lady on the end in the cranberry long sleeve dress looks the best dress, I guess. I just clowned out that jacket for her long sleeve. Um, she looks okay. She looks okay. But again, this season, it was really just Erica. It was Erica versus Sutton. It was, Dorit and Garcelle back and forth, whatever. Kathy was a funny addition to the show. Dorito Chip, and then Lisa Renna to me were Lisa Renna storyline being about her old dresses in her garage. What? What? Why is she here? Okay, why is she here? Yeah, I can't wait to see what we're gonna give either. I really feel like Garcelle needs a black woman just so that she isn't the only black woman going off. Okay, because I think Garcelle was really soft this year, basically because she did not want to be the angry black woman. And I'm like, when it's two of us, we can sometimes go full force and not feel like everyone else will call us an angry black woman, because someone will be there who gets the reason that you're upset. So I cannot wait for next season. But if you were not watching Beverly Hills Housewives this season, you really should next season. It's one of the better white housewife shows. I don't really watch OC anymore. I haven't watched OC in a long time. I might tune in because I've seen something that made me mad, but I don't think I can fully be invested in it like I'm now invested in the Housewives of Beverly Hills. So when the next season come around, make sure to watch, because again, it's entertaining. Okay, it's entertaining. Now also, this year, another good show was the Housewives of Potomac. Okay, now look, they had 21 episodes. Okay, this was season 11. 21 episodes in a pandemic is a lot. I don't think any other show had as many episodes as they did. Um, to me, the full season was about Wendy's surgery and then Mia being a stripper. I think the topics were always, body shaming Wendy, okay, calling Mia a whore based on her being a former stripper. I do feel like Mia came on and she was too honest. She was too honest up front. And then also being a flip flopper, and it just did not work in her favor. But again, sometimes first season people don't know how to work it. Okay, I think she wanted to be honest to a fault, but then kept getting caught up in little shit here, little shit there. So I do think that was her downfall. I think had she been a lot less open about her personal life, it would have done her better, because it would have been less of them having ammunition to judge her up front. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was really, really good. Even though there was like not many storylines. The storyline that we follow the season still lasted the whole season, which is why they, have the whole, new season. Creative Diva, I heard that too, but I'm gonna wait until there's more of a confirmation of that before I speak on it. About the DMV love and marriage rumor. Um, but I do want to say that somebody answer this for me because Giselle looks confused. So was that a dress or a pantsuit? It was a pantsuit. Yeah, it was a pantsuit. I didn't like it at all. Not at all. Um, However, the I'll discuss the DMV love and marriage stuff in a whole different video. I don't want to get into that here because I don't have notes for that here, but it's okay. We will talk about that probably. That'll be recorded video. That'll probably come out tomorrow. Anyway, um, but back to Potomac. I do also feel like Candace was out of a 10 being likable. Y'all know I don't like her, but she was a 5 this season, which means she halfway grew on me and she halfway still got on my damn nerves. But I'm like, it was what it was. Winnie figuring out that Giselle and Robin were not her real friends, and were just trying to, be fake bitches. She realized that. Okay, now Karen, to me came into her own because Karen to me was really like she was her own woman. She wasn't involved in much of the BS. She was on the sideline a little bit, but her and Giselle's back and forth was still great, great, great. And there was a lot of Mia versus Candace this season, and um there was a lot of division based on this show and the fans. So while I hope next season is much, much better, I also hope the cast will try to help not have it be so much division. Even if you don't like Candace or you don't like whoever, I still think it's a good cast, all of the women. And I just hope the fans don't make this show hard to review next season based on if you don't speak highly of who they like. Oh, it's a fuss, it's a fight. So we're gonna hope next season is just better as far as the fans not making this shit hard to review. Okay. This for the season, I was like, I can tolerate her, and I think that's the thing people don't get. You don't have to like a castmate and want them gone. I just always wanted Candace to not get involved in shit and then cry about it. That's mostly what aggravated me about her. Other than that, I didn't really care that much. But again, this was a good season nonetheless. And I can't wait until next season comes around so we can then talk about them next time. Okay. I want to get into the fact that Love and Marriage Huntsville season 2 and season 3 basically aired this year. Okay, now season 2 started in July 2020 with that Mel and Martell baby special. Okay, season 2 did not end until March of this year, and that was with Mel and Martell at the Black Lounge fussing, you know what I'm saying, and talking about getting divorced because at that point in time it came out that he had a baby on the way with Coleslaw. So I think we forget that Love and Rich Huntsville had 2 seasons this year. 2 whole seasons this year, okay? And I was like, girl, Carlos be pushing them out. Okay. Now, season 2, to me, I remember, Wanda and Martell fussing in that parking lot because Martell was upset that Wanda spoke on his kids. So that all happened in season 2. That was why at the reunion, Carlos really, to me, stuck on more stuff that happened in season 2 than in season 3 because we did not get a reunion for season 2. I think we forgot that season 2 ended in March of this year. So having a reunion in November, they had to touch on that stuff too. And when season 3 started, okay, in July, and it ended in December. So it was a full 6 months worth of shows. And I was like, girl, even, remember when Tisha family came and confronted Kimmy at Tisha's graduation party? Okay, how about how she needs to support Tisha more? And she said, well, should I lie for her? Okay, or should Tisha be truthful when she needs to be? I was like, girl, let it be known, okay? Even Mel and Martell, going to the therapist, okay, to discuss the kids. And at that point in time, the kids not knowing they had a sibling. Okay, messy ass Tiffany, who was a newcomer, okay, who was just messy as all out. Okay, just messy, messy, messy. But also Daphne, who was a returning cast member, but she was too damn secretive. Okay, a whole secretive ass cast member. So again, to me, Tiffany and Destiny were like in the same boat. We just had already built up a tolerance for Destiny and her bullshit, and we have not had that yet for Tiffany. Okay, and then even the delusion, not delusion, the is it delusion? No, not the delusion. Is it the girl? I'm getting tongue tied. The girl, what is it? The ending. I can't think right now. The ending of Mel and Destiny's tight friendship that we seen play out over this season. Okay, because they was cute, 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 close, close, close. Okay, and then out the blue, slowly but surely, as Mel seemed to have more defensive responses, okay, over whatever Tiffany would do, and it made Destiny more and more upset. And then even how at the end of the season, Destiny pulled her to the side, pulled Mel to the side of her party conclusion. Thank you. Thank you. Because I was like, girl, I can't think right now. But I'm like, no. But that whole thing happened. Even the constant fights with Mel and Mark, the fight in Vegas, okay, the fight in Vegas was crazy. And I'm like, I feel like it was crazy that nobody ever just said, okay, this is what happened. Not Django Unchained. What? Y'all is terrible. I'm like, what? A black ventriloquist. I was not on the screen, came back like I could not deal with y'all. I told the one that needs a better wardrobe. Yeah, he does. He does. His tight ass suits need to go. Um, but this whole season this one season was really one long season because most of the issues from season 2 carry on into season 3. And even though season 2 ended with Mel and Martell discussing divorce, in the midst of their divorce, and then season 3 opened up with them divorced already, but still at odds, still fussing and fighting, but being around each other. It made us feel like, damn, the season won't ever end. It's a season that will never end. Yes, the football for children. Children, okay. I don't know, cause my mind literally it went blank. Okay, I think it's because I'm aggravated with my neighbor. But again, whatever. But I do feel even Marceau, who did not want to renew his vows. Okay, even the whole monster vaping thing. With the Whitlows and Scotts. Okay, it was so much happened this season. I was like, damn, you know, it was almost too long because too much happened. So much so that one 3-part reunion did not even cover the current shit. That only covered the old. I'm like, see, when it covers only the old stuff, that's how something ain't right. And when there you go. And when they what was it? At Mel's little release party, I felt like nothing was really resolved. It was like, okay, this is gonna be the start of a whole new season. So we know they're already shooting season 4 now. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that will be back in a couple months. Okay, so we don't even have a little bit of a break in that script. Okay, me too, tequila, honey, it was something. Okay, the hardest part of the season was watching Mel and Marcella. It was, and I feel like it's because they haven't had a break to even let their kids have time to adjust to mommy and daddy, being separate. You know what I'm saying? So both Martell and Mel are trying to adjust to not being together. And then they're both trying to act like it's not a big deal, but also having to also deal with their kids who, you know what I'm saying, ain't used to this either. So, I do think it's gonna be really, really good. Okay. Um Carlos should have done like a Q&A special to wrap up things from season 2. I agree. I think a cool little um with it should have been with Mel and Martell because most of the stuff from last season was really about Martell and Mel. I think that would have been great, great, great. Oh, thank you, Creative Diva for the super sticker because honey, it's all appreciated. Okay, yeah, I felt bad when their daughter had a meltdown and had to drive Mel back to the office. She could calm down, and that shows how Martell is aware that Mel is the one that keeps the kids calm. Mel is the mom. He tries to downgrade her and degrade her to being less than who she is, but I think that showed improve. No, Mel is needed, and the, the kids need her more than me because I can't even console my daughter. I said it. Martell, Martell wants his last name back. Oh, sucking my ass. So what? He is a sucker. Okay, all up and through. Please let's Martell in the season 4. And I feel like they're not going to take him away because as much as we can't stand Martell, he gives us a reason to fuss at the TV screen. So I do think he'll still be there in some kind of capacity, but I feel like he's learning that we're gonna hate you regardless because you be on bullshit. On bullshit, okay? Um, I saw the commercials of him on I scroll right past. I'm like, sir, no, thank you. No, thank you. There was so much that happened on the Vegas trip that I would have loved to hear them speak on it at the reunion. I agree. And we had Mel and Kimmy on where we talked about it, but it was still more. I felt like we could have got had Carlos talk to them about what happened. But again, we will see what happens next season. Now, before I move on to basketball wise, please take a second, y'all, and do what? Like the video. Because I needed some water, okay? I needed some water. Basketball Wives season 9, a short ass season. I could not even find a group photo of them from the season. I had to find one of my old um thumbnails to use because again, no one, even likes that season. This is the thing. Um Basketball Wives, the season 9, it only had 7 episodes. Okay, it was a shortened season, mainly because last season so much BS went on, and they tried to come back this season, and I think they wanted OG to take back the allegations that there was discrimination, colorism, and all these things going on sets. And they did not want that to happen. So once they figured out she wasn't gonna back down, okay, they shortened it to 7 episodes, and not only that, even added them goddamn. They added 2 sisters. Like I'm like, look, I'm gonna call them No and Body. Okay, they added No and Body, who no one cared about, who joined in on the I Don't Like OG train. Now we know there's season 10 that was shot that will be premiering sometime next year that has less of this. Well, I think the only one from this cast who will be on the show is Malaysia and Krista. Girl, Malaysia, Malaysia and Jackie are the only ones who I think. I don't even think Fergie is going to be back for next season. But yeah, they tried to have it be a redemption season, and it did not work at all because we didn't believe anybody. Okay, and they bring back No and Body. Look, if they bring back No and Body, it's okay. We will read No and Body fulfilled each episode. So I tell you, look, don't watch the show. Watch the reviews. Okay, yeah, old cast members are coming back, but it's not ones from this season who gave us the most aggravation. They're kind of bringing back old heads who was on like 1 or 2 seasons who never really got to be popular on the show based on, Evelyn and Shawnee kind of like cutting them off. So this upcoming season, maybe it fail. No, the Govan sisters are not coming back. Other people are. But I mean, this season was just aggravating. This season was stupid. I applauded OG for recording people. OG was recording conversations during filming so that when the show aired, and she knew they would edit her into a way to make it seem like she's the problem. And the show would air, she would then be on her IG and she would play the audio of the same scenes, but show how the other women were being fake. How on her recording they was all getting along. She was the bad person, but production and whoever else would make it seem like something different, or the ladies would make it seem like it was. I was like, girl, she was smart. She played chess, not checkers, because sometimes when you know you walk into a trap, set your own trap that you will then expose later. And OG on IG with her receipts were the best thing to me from this season, because we will watch the episodes and be pissed, like, damn, they really making her be this or that or whatever. And like, oh, okay, that's all I do. Play, play my audio recording of me and Jen having a whole conversation that was fine. Of them making it seem as if I was not the issue, or me having a conversation with Malaysia and Kristen where I specifically explained things, and on the show it made it seem like I didn't say shit. I was like, okay. I was like, come on. I was like, but see, that's what you had to do sometimes, because I think she knew they gonna play me. She did. She played games, but OG still won. Now, OG may not be back on the show. That's fine. But at the end of the day, redemption happened. I think that may be why Shawnee is not really back in any kind of capacity that she was before. I think it's also why Evelyn knew she could not come back either, because y'all were fake crazy, okay? But again, Basketball Wives season 9 was a complete fail for the show. Okay, for the show, but to me it was a win for OG. Okay, and the people who knew Shawnee and Evelyn was some hating ass hoes. Okay, but so was Malaysia. Okay, so was Kristen, hating ass hoes over there. I can get out my face because Kristen isn't back either. But again, we don't like her anyway. Okay, now the other thing that happened this season that I think was King, okay, put a ring on it. Season 2, okay, with Alexia, Darian, and Kai. Did y'all forget about the threesome heard around the world? Look, we was shocked. We was hoodwinked, bamboozled, food, led astray, all of those things. Now, we still don't know who it was, because it was a Tide. Was a scheme the Tide set up to bring us the bullshit? Okay, was it Darian or was it Alexia? We don't know who. I still don't know who fully fooled us. Who was the one who really set it up? Was it Alexia? Was it a joint effort between him and Dariana? We don't know. What we do know is Put a Ring on in season 2 had 3 couples who were supposedly dating and been together, whatever, and we're trying to figure out, should we or should we not be married? Okay. And Alexia and Darian came on the show. Honey they was crying. Okay, he was cheating up in the condo. He then went on dates with Kai. He then fucked Kai. Kai outed the fucking on the show, so he had to tell. I was like, oh shit. Okay, this show was shocking, and because that all happened on the show. Okay, on the show. Then after the show, after the reunion, both Kai and Darian went on, I think, Little Black Book. Okay, and then was like, oh, it was schemed set up by Alexia. And Alexia never came out and said what was true or false. Okay, she kind of ignored it all and kind of just went away. But it still made it seem like, oh, y'all are fooling folk on Put a Ring on. Okay, how do we know that any couple on here is real now? Because they faked a whole 13-year relationship to be on the show for clout. Then did interviews of the ass for clout. But all we know is he really fucked this lady on this show, and she believed him and was going at a. I was like, it was a mess. It has it had the social media in shambles, trying to figure out what's going on, who did what. I was like, man, get out of my face. Now we do not know when it'll get a second season. We do not know, well, not a third season, um, because it may just be third season doubt, and then that's it. But I was like, we need them to check the credentials, okay, of folks saying we in a relationship. Okay, we need them to check. Okay, we together. I don't believe you, sir or ma'am. I don't, because if that's true, if it's true, why was y'all lying in interviews? Okay, but again, this season was better than last season. Last season, we didn't believe that. Who was it? I think it was Mike. Mike and some. I can't remember. But last season, we had doubts on things, and one couple got married from last season. I think another couple is still together for sure. And then we know that Hollywood and Ashley broke up. But this season was full of us wondering about these two fools and this extra lady. Okay, so we will see what happens with this show next season. But that definitely had us like, oh no, oh wow, can you believe it? Now another show, because I have two shows left. Another show that we liked a lot this season was Belle Collective. Okay, Belle Collective only had one season so far. It comes on. Now, listen to the thing. I'm still wondering why we have not gotten a second season announcement. Look, season one ended in March. Okay, it is about to be March again, and we have not heard not hi, no hair, or nothing from anyone on the show, and I don't know why. Okay, Carlos King, you gave us two seasons of Love and Marriage Huntsville in 1 year. How have we not even gotten at least, yes, it's a season two? The most I think I heard him say was on with DJ with the Sky, that he said the ladies are ready to do a season two, but he didn't want to say what happened. Okay. And I'm like, why have y'all not said, at least say, hey, yes, we getting a season two. I assume they film it. That's fine. But I need them to say, yes, we getting a season two. It's weird that they have not said anything, because we have not gotten, this is the thing. Not only have we not gotten a second season announcement, we've gotten other shows coming back. We've got new shows too. The new show, The King of Napa, coming out next year. The Ladies That List is coming out next year. Okay, we had got announcement about Queen Sugar, seasons upon seasons or whatever. Even the next season's the end. We've gotten announcements on every. They announced that Love and Marriage Huntsville had a season 4. Okay, what have they? Why have they not said nothing about the Belle Collective? Why not? I need to know. Okay, now the season of this show. Okay, look, we all hated Tambra's voice. Okay, I am the one who has to be sure. We hated Tambra's voice. Okay, and I was like, get out my face, Tambra. That's not your real voice. Stop talking like this. My name is Tambra, and girl, no, we don't like it. Okay, and I also feel like she was like a side character who they made a main character. She didn't have much going on. So that was weird. Okay. We all knew that Marie was messy, 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 messy. Okay. Her son was too young to have all them kids. Okay. And we still felt like her husband was somebody who may be somebody else's husband, or he was at least playing for the other team. Okay. And I still don't believe that she owned that the business. Why her business never had any goddamn computers? I do not trust a business that does not have computers around it to do work. Okay. So I still think her business is fake. Now, was it Letitia? Letitia was the one who wanted to rebuild the streets. Okay, it was the street she liked a lot or whatever, and then she wanted to rebuild stuff on it or whatnot. She wanted the most expensive, the most historic building on that street, but she couldn't afford it. Okay, and so she was out here. I want to rebuild the street, but I can't afford the building that I want. Girl, just stop chasing that one building. Okay, but again, we'll see what she got going on later, and then Latrice, okay, her husband, who we was like, is he a sugar daddy? He was older, but again, they was in love. Okay, so we're gonna leave them be. And then also Antoinette, to me, she wasn't really rememberable as much. I mean, she was a dentist, okay, and I'm like her opening to her clinic was crazy because it was under construction. But again, it was a good show, a good starting point. Okay, do y'all hear that shit, honey? I need y'all to send me bail money. Okay, somebody send me bail money because it's just on my damn nerve, on my nerve. Okay, I think it was about. I think that was about the film what happened to Marie. I don't know. Um, that show's okay. I think if it would have got a season two, it would may have been better. He does give concrete answers about when Belle Club is coming back. The people at home wasn't have, and I think that may have been it. How they may have been on the fence because season one it also wasn't a long season either because that was kind of in the midst of COVID stuff happening. So I do wonder if that's what's going on. Honey was a joke. I still feel like her bitches ain't that real. Okay, get some computers. Anyway, I didn't hear anything. It's my upstairs neighbors. Okay, and it's just yes, yes. I want to punch them in the face. No, that's not my. No, that's no. And I want to yell what the fuck real loud, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm honey. That's why I'm trying to rush and get done because I'm getting very aggravated with them. Right, I'm too old for jail. Okay, I'm very much old for jail, but I need bail. I need bail money. But I do. Okay, back to the show. So I do wonder if the show did well, but not so well that they got an automatic renewal. There may have been, some working on the mind to figure out a better route for the show, a better storyline for the show to make it be a real hit. Because Love and Marriage Huntsville was a hit. Bell Collector was a hit a little bit, but it also could have been better. So I do wonder that's why, they did not automatically, say, yeah, it's I just want y'all to know I'm a good neighbor. Okay. I don't complain much. All I ask is don't be fucking tap dancing on my goddamn ceiling. And it's honey. I okay. Anyway, on to the next show because I'm done with Bell Collector right now because it's a bullshit. The next show, which I would say these was my idea of the top two shows of the year. And I'm going to go with BT Presents the Encore as one of the top two shows that were on this year. Okay. Them damn Cherish twins. Okay. Aubrey, the white washer, Peaceful Pam, Nivea, who I thought was the funny one. Shamari, who I just felt like was the singer because, like, oh, she can sing. So I think people really focused on her being a singer. The 72 sisters who could not really sing but could fuss, okay, and would not stop smoking cigarettes, drinking wine. Keely to me just wanted to be down, okay, and wanted them to beg her to be a singer. And it was this foolishness all season, okay, with the twins fussing with the twins was round here, um, just full of foolishness all the time. Okay, just foolishness all the time. I think the twins came on to specifically be bitches. Okay, and the reason I only have one twin on the thing is because if you seen one, you see the other. Okay, they twins. They look alike. Um, and that's what it was. But yeah, them damn twins. To me, the two the most vocal thing of the season was the twins being bitches, but also several two sisters being complainers when they weren't the best performers. Okay, but I still felt like the several two sisters were treated unfairly, which made them not want to be productive. Okay, and the twins felt like, well, I'm the best, and we can produce and we can sing, so we don't have to be nice. We can be bitches because sometimes producers are bitches, and I'm like, I don't like it. So I could not stand the fucking twins all season. I could not stand Keely as not wanting to be in the group, but wanting to be in the group. Okay, I could not stand Shamari, who would sometimes cackle with the twins. And I'm like, you being a part of the bullshit. You're go ahead on somewhere else, okay? And seeing that Nivea left, seeing that Arby left, like in the middle of the night, okay? I felt like it was a great season. Um, it could be a great series if they get the right next, season cast. I don't think anybody from this season should ever come back to the next season. Let them be gone, okay? Um, Encore, the one of the voice of cigarettes, honey. Because look, smoking will for sure hurt your pipes, especially people who smoke and do not. Because you do have some singers who smoke, but usually singers who smoke also use their voice a lot, so they try to keep their voice in some kind of good shape while still smoking. That's what it is. Aubrey triggered the girl from Total. She did. They acted the exact same. They acted the exact same. The show they use, the show they tell their sister. Well, they need to get it together. Okay, I enjoyed the season. Okay, I agree. New people next season. I just wonder why Karla didn't use any ladies from Irish's group. It probably depends on who was this available at the time. But I do feel like from this season and how successful it was, more people from other groups will probably be more likely to want to join because of how successful this show was. So I do feel like next season will be great. Okay, it was a moment. It was a whole moment, and I feel like every week this show was trending. Every week there was something about every episode that was trending for until the following week. Okay, whether you loved or hated whoever on the show, it was definitely a conversation going on. Okay, now I agree. I am ready for season 2. Okay, and lastly, my thing. First of all, I need to do what? Like the video. Okay. So, lastly, the show that I feel was also great was also a show that had 2 seasons play this year. It had social media blazing, okay, with foolishness. And I was like, I forgot that this show had this season and had these moments that happened in one year. Okay, and that is Married at First Sight, season 12 and 13. Okay, we had Ryan and Clara, Chris and Paige, Bow and Johnny, and Michaela and Zach. Okay, now I feel like these 4 couples, honey, what, what, and what. Okay, I feel like Chris ran so Ryan could cry. Okay, that's my opinion. Um, Even Ryan and Clara. Okay, who was over so great, 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 great. Okay, not so great. And then Bow and Johnny, who we assumed would be great, was horrible and tortured each other all season long. Okay, now season 12, which had, Clara and Ryan. Now, Clara and Ryan had, no sex. We're not having any sex, but behind closed doors while filming, apparently, supposedly, allegedly, she was out here, giving hand jobs and blow jobs up the white suit, okay? And now they're divorced. And Ryan was now saying, because of, I'm a black man and she's a white woman, you can't walk in a black family's house and not speak. You can't. I'm like, Ryan, look, my mom was talking to me about what Ryan posted. I rarely ever, public on screen, I rarely ever follow people from shows that are like one season things, whatever. I follow like Woody and Amani. I follow Miles and Karen. And I follow Deanna and Greg. Those are the only couples from Married at First Sight who I follow. I really don't like following people from these shows because they're, I just don't. I have to really like you to want to follow you. And so my mom was like, "Oh my god, you see Ryan?" I'm like, "I don't follow Ryan." Um, and the whole post he made trying to explain their divorce, I felt like, Ryan, you were barely a black man on this show. Okay, you cannot then be off the show and complain about how your white wife did not understand your black experience. Your black experience. You did not really even show her or show us any conversations y'all had about being an interracial couple, because it's like I felt like Ryan did not want to see color on the show. And even though he put in his little post or whatever, it was a long post. Even though he put up how they would have these conversations off camera, I'm like, that's stupid. How can you be on a show about marrying someone and then you are an interracial couple, a black man and a white woman, and y'all did not want to have these conversations on camera? How real? What? What? Right? You acting white, bruh. It confused me. It confused me that he would say in his posts that, because he was alluding to, him as a black man, her as a white woman, she could not understand just his culture. And I'm like, but sir, do you? Do you? You did not try to show us your culture. Okay, Ryan to me really comes off as a black man who likes being able to not fully look black. Okay, and that's not his fault because he did not choose how he looks. However, you choose the life you live. And when you choose to be on the show where you are married to a white woman and you as a black man did not want to have a conversation about being in an interracial marriage on camera, to me, that means you are barely a black man. Okay? Right on the edge of blackness. With only the graffitis. Okay, it pissed me off that he tried to explain, and I'm not saying what he said happened didn't happen. I'm not saying that she probably wasn't a white woman who could not understand his black family. But sir, do you get your black family? Did you help her understand the black existence? No, because y'all live a Caucasian black life. Until your white wife had to come around your black family. Right. And that's not what she was. Okay. I was like, get out of my face. Barely black. His hair is permed. He should have just shaved his head. Get out of my face. Okay, Ryan, get out of my face. So not only Ryan and Claire was on some bullshit, we had Chris and Paige. Chris and Paige was fully the craziest shit I have ever seen on this show before that following season. One, because Chris never liked Paige. One, okay. Never, never, never. Hold on. What does this have to do with the price of tea in China? Who is around here speaking on Kenya? I'm assuming you mean in Kenya from Atlanta Housewives. I'm like, girl, I don't know. Anyway, but yes, okay. Chris and Paige was the first piece of hot mess that we seen this season. Chris never liked Paige. He was never attracted to Paige. However, even when his ex came around as a pregnant woman with his baby, Paige kept fucking this man all season. Okay? Chris and Paige were having sex all season, and to me, even showed up to the reunion as a couple. A couple of fools, yes, but as a couple, nonetheless. Okay? I was like, yeah, my pressure went up every week because I'm like, why is she still dealing with this? Okay, yes, and why did she keep sleeping with him? Why? He told you he did not like you. He never even moved in with her. Bought the pregnant ex-girlfriend a car. Okay, when she was 2 days pregnant. Okay, and we all still we don't know. We all felt like it was a scheme that Chris set up to make Paige not like him. Hey, so you pregnant? I can get out this marriage. Okay, and that's it. But brought the girl on the show, who then sat down and talked. I was like, look, honey, the foolest of fools, and it's bad because it took her until the reunion. Like I still feel like at the reunion, she was still a bit foolish. I was like, I could not believe. So we could not ever believe. Chris was a complete asshole to Paige all season, and Paige sat around there and took it. Okay, because I really, I believe in marriage. I believe in the sanctity of marriage. Girl, leave it be. Leave it be. So we all felt like, oh, we can't get no worse than that. And in comes Zach and Michaela. Now, with Byron and Johnny, they just tortured each other all season because they did not like each other. And it was just torture, torture, torture. And even though he said no on this day, no, I'm sorry, he said yes and she said no, I still feel like they were like a bit like Ryan and Clara, to where they were having conversations off camera, you know. And Johnny made it seem like that was Bob being, you know what I'm saying, fake. And she's like, well, no, I don't want my, my sex life really being public. Okay. So again, they not together, fine, fine, fine. It was still a whole bunch of foolishness all up and through. Now, with Zach and Michaela, who from the beginning we thought, oh, they're gonna be a great couple. They're gonna be in love and love each other and be happy and stuff because they look so happy together. And it was a train wreck we could not have imagined from episode one. We could not have imagined things would go the way they went with them two. Okay, honey, from him catching COVID on the honeymoon, so they missed days apart, to her being upset because he left the house to walk the dog and she didn't know, to him consistently just crying. Girl, it was a mess. Hurricane K, he wanted a divorce, but wanted to still date her. They were fucking all season. Okay, even after all the issues, it was just a complete mess. I was like, I don't know who was worse. You know, Chris and Paige, or Michaela and Zach. And while I feel like it was a mixture of both, because it was two versions of complete bullshit. Two versions of two of people just wanting to still have sex with each other. And I'm like, why? It can't be that good because y'all don't want to stay. So what is going on? What is going on? I was just wondering. I'm like, why are y'all even still? It was a hot, steamy. Yes. The whole two back-to-back seasons had a couple who was a hot mess all season. So the expert was like, "What the fuck did we do?" I knew she was crazy when she left the honeymoon. This was the thing that was a lot with Michaela and Zach. I think I know we reviewed the show on the panel, and I felt like they both nutty boo boo, but people kept going in on Zach, and I'm like, no, it's not just Zach, it's also Michaela. And I was like, they were just not meant to be together. So most folks picked either one side or the other. Now I'm like, no, 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 no. It's both these motherfuckers. Okay, it's both these motherfuckers right here. Just foolishness. Because no one was with Chris and Paige and with Michaela and Zach. All four people did not need to be on the show. Because Chris was not ready to be married. Paige might have been ready, but the fact that she was allowing things to happen to me meant she wasn't ready either. And then with Michaela and Zach, Michaela was still mourning her father's death and equating everything to her father. If you leave, if we fussing and you leave me, my daddy died. She made everything a trigger. Every action that anyone did was a trigger to her father dying. And we all know when someone's triggered by death, you really can't go in on them. And I felt like Zach would do bullshit and she would always take it to that. And I'm like, girl, get out my face. Okay. So for me, Zach and Michaela were not ready for marriage. Neither was Paige and Chris. Okay. Bull. Over the shit. The only reason I felt like they should have stopped it was because that was Paige's decision to make. I appreciate them because at some point you do not want producers producing the cast. You want to allow them all to make their own decisions, and they counseled her in a way to allow her to make her own decision, but was advising her, girl, you should really leave. You really should leave. But it's your decision. She chose to stay for the whole thing. And I'm like, girl, I don't know why. I don't know why. They both had emotional baggage, her from her father and him from being the baby of the family and getting his way. Yes. And I'm like, they should not have been together at all. Okay, at the all. So those were my shows, okay, of this year. So we had Housewives of Atlanta, Major Medicine, Beverly Hills Housewives, Potomac Housewives, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Basketball Wives, Puerto Rico Season 2, Belle Collective, BT Presents Encore, and then Married at First Sight Season 12 and 13. I hope y'all enjoyed this whole live of the foolishness that was this season of reality TV. More shows are coming for 2022. I will be reviewing as much as I can, so make sure that you are a subscriber. Okay, cut on your notifications. Follow me on social media because guess what? Whenever I'm going live or posting a video, whatever, I'm always posting about it on IG. Okay, at JayLeesCorner. Like the video, subscribe. This is the last live of the year. While I will have a premiere video later, I do want to say thank y'all for rocking with me, how y'all rock with me. Okay. Going live is very much so stressful. you know, and I'm thirsty now. But y'all know I am going to start doing lives every Tuesday because I want to just be able to, keep it around here and be talking with y'all all the time. Okay. So yeah, every Tuesday it'll be in the afternoon time after my work. I'm back at work next week. So it'll be every Tuesday like 9:30. And just enjoy the new year, enjoy life, live, love, and be happy. Be nice to someone for no reason, just follow me. That's nice. But you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for being here and all these things again. I will be back soon. Okay. It was a great 2021. It will be a great 2022 as well. We're gonna put that into the atmosphere. Greatness, prosperity. Okay. All the greatness we all deserve. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave y'all here. Do not forget to do all the things y'all like, comment, subscribe. But I will see y'all later. Gotta go. Peace.